welcome back to the Hypervision Podcast. We're here with another episode. Trucking along, man. This year feels like it's flying by. Already in September. Um, Rolling through season 2 here of the podcast, and couldn't be happier. Good stuff. Football season's in full swing. So it's getting colder, and yeah, it's kind of exciting. So, Drew, how we doing?
Doing good. Slowly getting the room together. I changed up. Might be able to
I
see if you watch the
see.
videos. Yeah, there's
I
frames
like
in
it.
between the posters now. If at any point these frames fall, there's a chance it happens. Honestly, so yeah, I might just duck out at some point. But I think we're fine. But yeah, no, I'm settling in more here. I'm getting into more of a flow back into editing. Um, so hopefully coming up for the more recent episodes or future episodes, we'll get teasers regularly too, because I haven't done much of those lately. At least for the last three, I haven't done one. But yeah, no, we'll get back into it. I'm getting into a flow, finding more of a rhythm here, I guess. So that's nice.
Good, good. Yeah, that looks good behind you. I like it.
Yeah,
So,
it could all fall at any point, even the records. If one of them rolls, it's just a domino effect. It goes and just takes them all down.
yeah,
And if that frame falls with this Torres one right here, um, those three records are definitely getting snapped in half. So that could be fun. But it looks cool. So that's all that matters.
it is. It looks good.
Yeah. There's another picture on that side of the other frame. So it's like
Mm,
they're in between them. But yeah. Um,
interesting.
let's see. I'll give one to Bryce. Good win. Um, I already commented on the thing. He commented on our last podcast instead of mentioning a Packers fan or something like that. I just told him, you're lucky that we lined up a linebacker on Justin Jefferson. Otherwise, I think he maybe doesn't go for like 645 yards, but
Yeah,
it's fine. We don't show up like week one's a bye week for the Packers anyway. I don't know
it
why
really
they
is.
expected us to do anything. It's
I
they
I
never
I'd,
show
ar-
up there.
I'd argue last year was worse. Honestly, that first game was bad.
Yeah, it was defensively. It was terrible too. Like if you think about it, like for how bad the stat line looked for us, at least where like Aaron Rodgers no touchdowns, Justin Jefferson on like one catch had 372 yards or whatever. Like he had 180 something, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, 23 points. Like they scored in the very first drive, like it was a hot knife through butter. And from that point on, like nothing else happening for us. Only giving up 23 with their offense cooking that much. I guess it's a positive. I don't know. No,
yeah.
I will say special teams didn't look great. Punts and kickoff returns were a little still, but no special teams touchdowns were given up.
Good
That's big for us.
progress.
It's big.
Progress. I love it. No, it's fine. I mean, I think they're gonna be fine. I think Rodgers should be fine.
It's week one. Like
Yeah,
we're
I'm not.
fine.
They need to fix some things though. That one, like, I think honestly, like, I truly do think that Christian Watson would have caught that touchdown, I
It's a
think
different game.
it really would have been a different game.
I feel like Aaron checked
And
out after that.
yeah, I mean that's just it's almost inexcusable. I mean, it's like I understand he's a rookie and stuff, but like I don't know, man. It's so tough.
Hit both hands.
Yeah, it hit both hands. It was right in the mirror. It was an amazing throw, an immaculate throw. It just couldn't. Oh my goodness, it's tough. So
I saw a quote today that Justin Jefferson said he was surprised with how open he was. So like even he didn't think he was really doing enough to just be in 30 yards of space every time he caught the ball. Like he would like
yeah,
turn around and be like, "I'm about to get tackled from behind." That's what he said, and he's like,
yeah,
"I scored a touchdown."
it's crazy. I don't
I
know.
don't understand it.
So Brownies got to win. We beat up on old Baker.
I don't
I
know if he
loved it.
beat up on old Baker.
That was so weird to watch. Like I was watching
I'm
it.
sure it was. Yeah.
I was watching it with Josiah actually at his house, and it was just like so weird to like see like the same mistakes he made with us, just with a different team. Like he looked terrible in the first half. It was bad.
Honestly, I will
I
say
mean,
so many quarterbacks looked like they were not ready for the season.
yeah, it was bad. I mean, shit, even Brissett looked not very good, but like, dude, it was bad. Um, but hey, we might have Justin Tucker 2.0. I'm just gonna say that now. So get on our level. Our kicker can make 70-yard kicks in the pregame. So basically, we have Tucker. Yes, that's my big ego coming out right now,
I think the Chiefs have the next big kicker.
dude. Justin Reed's insane, man. What is
Just a safety kicking out bombs.
so?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna get too hyped. I mean, yes, like I think the kicker. I think Cade York is like really good, but I'm not gonna call him Justin Tucker yet. But boy, oh boy, is it a change of pace, man? It is such a change of pace to see him nail that, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, oh, I got aroused. I'm not gonna lie. So yes, that's on the record.
Yeah, no,
Anyhow,
it's there.
yeah, football's back. Good times. Fantasy season's in full swing, and yeah, back to it. So yeah, no. So today is kind of just like a chill topic. I don't know. I've as I've sit here and I tend to think a lot while I'm alone here, and I don't know.
Ponder your thoughts.
Yeah, ponder my thoughts, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But so I was thinking about like just like traveling and just like seeing the world recently. I don't know. I just feel like as we work and do all this stuff. I always sit back and think like if I ever get to see places in the world, whether that's in the United States or even like abroad. And it's always like fascinated me to see things. Like yes, like we read about them in history books and see them on pictures, but it's like until you see it with your own eyes, I feel like you really can't grasp the greatness of them. And I don't know, and it got me thinking after I have family members, my cousin, um, they don't own a house. Like they literally just like they just travel like around the world, and it's pretty fascinating. And like they were recently like in Costa Rica, but and then like a couple months ago they were in Greece, and it's like dude, like those are places that I would like love to see like with my own eyes. So I don't know, it just kind of got me thinking of like, hey, like am I ever gonna get to see different places, different cultures, in my lifetime? And it's just kind of interesting to think about. So just kind of talk about that today. So
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting thing in everyone's life. I think I should knock my desk over almost. If you have the opportunity and at least don't hate traveling or something like that, or like I guess, but like I would say you should go out and experience different cultures and like other areas of not even just the world, but just like even your own country. The U.S. is huge. Like if you compare it to other countries, like we have an insane like variety of country or like not countries. Um, Sorry, I got zoned out for a second. I looked at my phone. There's just so many different like areas and cultures and places like that in the U.S. alone. Um, that I think I would love to experience more of because like I've been to like like vacations like you get like a week, but you're kind of just like doing the touristy things a little bit.
sure, sure, but I think, sorry to cut you off, but I think like the touristy things are sometimes things that I want to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go to like, I mean, obviously like I don't know what the Grand Canyon. Like I haven't seen the Grand Canyon. Like I would want to see the Grand Canyon. I would like to take like some sort of like tour. I think like some of the touristy things that people say. Like I think yes, it's like it's cliche, but it's stuff that I wouldn't mind like experiencing. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean I've done a lot of those touristy things. Like when I was younger, we did like an out west trip, so I have seen the Grand Canyon. I've seen like some of the national parks out there. They're very cool, and I can say I've done them. Like I would like Grand Canyon. I think is at the higher end of like seeing a touristy thing that you can like actually say is like has an impact of like it's very cool. Like it actually is something that's really fun. And you can like it's like a really good experience.
Mhm.
Personally, I'd say like Mount Rushmore. That's not really one where I'm like oh my goodness, I saw Mount Rushmore, and I want to talk about it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
cool. Like, it's cool. It's a big rock. It's a big rock.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
too, it kind of differs. Like, do you actually think it's like, I wouldn't say life changing, but do you actually like think that, you need to see it? I guess too.
I
Like,
think
do
maybe
you
as an
think,
American, that's cool that I've seen Mount Rushmore.
do you think as an American, like, you need to see the Grand Canyon?
No. The Grand Canyon, I think, is more universal of a thing than it is a U.S. thing that you want to see. Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore, I don't think people are like living in like England or Italy and go, I need to go see Mount Rushmore. They're like, I
Yeah.
want to go see the Grand Canyon. I want to go see like Yosemite, something like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you've been out west.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know you've been out west, but like I didn't know like monumental
Yeah.
wise,
Like I've
like
been
what have you seen? What you've
California.
seen?
I've
Okay.
been. So I've seen the Hollywood sign. That's another one where I'm like, yeah, I can say I've seen it. I guess.
That's an interesting one. I actually um I always see videos, like it's always again, like it's so cliche, but like I would love to go to California, especially in the setting of GTA. Like
Well, yeah.
I love that. Like
Yeah,
everybody
and
says like,
it
oh, like
definitely depends on what your interests are too. Like,
sure. No, I agree.
yeah,
I definitely agree. But like for me, like that would be like awesome. Like I've always seen videos of like, hey, like I've been here like in a video game, and I would that'd be so awesome. Like I would
I mean,
actually
like
love to do that.
when I was at the pier, I was like, I've driven off this thing 100
Yes, exactly.
trillion times.
Yes.
It's like
Like
that gas station. I've driven into it.
I would have loved
Like when I
I would
drove
have loved
past the intersection that's supposed to be like the intersection, like that very first gas station that we got gas at, we just drive straight into it.
Yes.
I saw that one and I was like, oh my goodness, that's the start of like one of our favorite gaming moments.
Yes.
But I'm seeing it in real life.
Yes, exactly. Like I would love to experience that, especially if it would be like with someone else too. Like if you and I were to experience it together, that'd be awesome. Like
Yeah,
I would love that.
yeah,
And it's
hmm
funny because Tyler and I did that last night. We got gas, so
yeah. Tyler, he sent me a video, or no, you sent me a video of it.
yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah,
that was good.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, so that's cool. So have you ever been to? So you've been like out west. Have you been to like Seattle and stuff like that? Like Oregon?
No, I would at this point. I'd really only go to Seattle just to watch the Sounders play. Probably if Jordan Morris is there.
Mm,
I don't know if I have much interest up there. I guess maybe just say I've been there. Oregon, I don't know if I have any interest there really either. They have some cool stadiums, I guess, but that's really about it. I think at this point, most of the traveling I want to do, I think I've talked about this before, is like I want to see a lot of the like USL, which is like the lower tiers of US soccer. I want to go to a lot of those games. I would go to MLS games too. They're expanding. There's going to be so many more teams, but there's no teams in like the north section, like North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, like that section of US. There's no
mm,
soccer teams there. And I guess they're smaller markets, and that's all the MLS cares about is like market size. But yeah, no, I think I want to go around and see all these like different USL teams and all that stuff because they're fun. It's a lot more entertaining than MLS, I think. I'm not saying better, but a lot more entertaining, and I enjoy it.
mm. Interesting.
I think a lot of my travel is built around soccer.
Which is fine. I know everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people that I talk to, one of their goals is to, go to every football or every NFL stadium or every MLB ballpark, stuff like that. It's interesting, too. But have you ever been to anywhere like east? Like, have you been to like New York?
Yeah, I was really young. I want to say I was in like elementary school, maybe younger. But so I don't remember much of it. I think it was a pretty rainy trip too. But I know that's New York.
Yeah.
I don't know if New York really interests me anyway at this point.
Mm.
The whole big city thing really isn't something
Sure.
I know we talked about like wanting to move to Arizona before.
Yes.
I don't know. It's not. I don't know if it's my thing.
Which I still want to see in person.
Yeah, I would like to visit. I think I would. I don't want to live in the city. I don't think I want to be outside of it.
Oh yeah, sure.
I like the vibe of a smaller town a little bit more.
Sure. No, absolutely. I think I would tend to agree. But again, like I've never been in New York City. Like I would want to go to see time. I would want to see Times Square. I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean,
sure.
I'm sure it
No,
would
there's
be
obviously some cool
special,
things
but
there. Yeah.
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 or see the Statue of Liberty. Like that'd be cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the only place, dude, I've been places. I feel like I've been to Florida, been to the
I've never actually
Carolinas.
been to like Miami area though.
I have
I've
not
never been
either.
like real Miami area, like
I've been
the fun
to
side.
yeah. I've only been to Orlando. I was in Orlando. That was pretty cool. That's just a different vibe, man. It really is. It's so different than up here. And then the Carolinas are cool. Where else have I been? I guess that's really about it. That's what we like vacation spots. But have you ever been abroad?
No, like we went on a cruise when I was younger. Also, I don't know if that really counts because I didn't uh, get off of the cruise when we were in like I think it was the Bahamas because when I was like 3, 4, 5, I didn't know the Bahamas were the Bahamas, and I was
Mm.
like, nah, I'm on a Disney cruise. Like I'm not leaving this thing. Like I got free like Mickey Mouse shaped
Uh,
pancakes downstairs.
heck yeah.
There's a whole store where like because this was like back when the Cars toys were like huge, like from the movie.
Hmm.
And I was like, I'm going to the store. I'm gonna go buy some Lightning McQueen toys. So I haven't.
So have you been to
Um,
Disney World or Disneyland? One of the two?
I've been to the one in Florida. I always
Okay.
get them mixed up. I want to say Disneyland is California because there's more land in California. I think that's how I got it to work in my head. I don't remember, but I've been to the one in Florida.
Okay. Yeah, I get it
I
mixed up
grew up with
too.
an older sister, so obviously I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then next question, would you take a cruise again? Do cruises interest you or no? Not really.
Um, I don't know. I think a cruise I'd be fine with because the boat's big enough. I'm not a big fan of the open water at all.
Yeah, see, I'm not either, but I feel like if you're on a cruise ship, like it could be interesting because you're like, it's
Yeah,
like different, I guess. But no, I definitely agree. I'm not a big.
I think I'd be fine on a cruise. It just depends on which one it would be. Like I don't need to go around like Florida and Mexico area. Like maybe Alaska because that'd be kind of cool just because I've never been to that side.
Mm,
But I don't know.
interesting.
I would probably do another cruise.
Mm,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to like Canada or Mexico too. I know that's you know north or south, but they're pretty cool. And I know we each mentioned where we like to go foreign wise. Um, I know like Italy was a big one, Spain, that Europe basically, pretty
Yeah,
much.
like if I had to pick a European, like obviously I want to go to England just for the fact that like that's huge for soccer. Like that team right there is from England and everything. That's my
Yeah,
favorite team. Um, but just like I don't know if I want my European trip to be centered around the like rainiest country in the world.
mm,
It's just gray and gloomy and rainy all the time there. So my other two, I think that I would love are Spain and Italy. Those are my other two. Like I have
yeah.
to see those. I think
Now, now are
because the
those
soccer stadiums there are insane.
now are those places that you would say like that you like have to see? I mean, like you would want to see those more than say
Um,
anywhere in the U.S. Like, I mean, theoretically,
yes,
let's just say you've never saw the Grand Canyon. You would rather go to Spain and Italy. I mean, that's pretty universal, I would think, right? I mean, you would want to go.
I think everything. Maybe just because I have been there, but like I would
That's
rather
true.
go abroad in general. I think
Yeah. No,
like my
I'm
order,
right
I
with you.
think would go Japan, England, because I still have to. Like I have to see Chelsea Stadium at some point. Like that's mainly the reason I have to. So
Yeah.
yeah, then so Japan, England, Italy, Spain. I think is my order.
Okay. So it'd be interesting. I would not mind. I really would love to see the culture in Japan.
Yeah,
I'm really intrigued.
a lot of it is very entertaining to me, and like I want to learn more about it and actually like understand a little bit more of it.
Yeah,
Because for
yeah,
now, all I just know is the like fun media sites they showed you, or at least that I look up and
yeah.
have seen. So I also want to see if the thing about the vending machines in Japan is real, or in Tokyo is real. is like there's a vending machine for absolutely everything. I
Oh,
want
I'm
to know if
sure.
that's real.
Aren't they?
That
I
and
mean, yeah,
like Mount Fuji. I want to see Mount Fuji.
yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I want to see some mountains. I've been uh, seeing people on like hikes and stuff, and I don't know, it just looks fun just to get out and about. I enjoyed our time hiking. I went to that place by your house. I
Caesar's
forget what
Creek.
it was. Yeah, we went there. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah. I would say Caesar's Creek is like a trillion times lower than anything we're talking about here.
Well, yes, correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
but like just like that, like I don't know that
It's the
put us.
Grand Canyon of Dayton, Ohio. I'll tell that. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's a national treasure, dude. You have to see it. You have to see it.
Honestly,
I don't
Caesar's
know.
Creek is nice hiking wise. The water part, don't go to the beach. But that's why you don't call it a beach at Caesar's Creek because it doesn't. It's going to be bad at that point.
Yeah.
So if you had to say like your top, you can say five, but if there's more or less, that's fine. In the U.S., what would you like? Money's not the issue or anything like that. You got the time, you got the money. Boom. What would you want to see and experience? It's like, what would you want to do?
Let's see. I think in the U.S., I'm gonna say in no particular order right now. Maybe after I say them, I might put them in order, but I'm just gonna say, um, definitely New York, and then that would include like Times Square and Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. I'm trying to think here. Honestly, I know it probably like it's just casinos and stuff, but Vegas wouldn't mind seeing
Yeah,
Vegas. I never been to Vegas. I
Vegas would be
understand like
nice.
it's just like a bunch of gambling and whatnot, but like still, I think it could be cool just to see the
Why not?
strip. Um, California, I would like to see California. Obviously, LA. Wouldn't mind going to like other
There's a
places.
lot of California I want to see. There's so
Yeah.
much.
So what? I'm not. I'll come back to this, but what have you seen in? You've only been to LA, or have you been to like Sacramento or
Just
where?
LA and Malibu.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there was those like Channel Islands I went to, which is just like off of, which I that honestly was my favorite part of the trip. I think
Mm,
that and then biking on the beach of Santa Monica, just because that was so much fun.
yeah.
Just be able to bike around the town.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Channel Islands off of California, just hiking around those and walking around because it was so like there's genuinely like nothing on there. Like they don't let people do anything there. There's no like there's like one building I think and that's it. And it's just beautiful. It's a giant island that's untouched.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I like to see California, like San Diego area. I like to see
Mm-hmm.
obviously LA, San Francisco would be cool. Um, Hawaii. Wouldn't mind seeing Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That'd be cool.
honestly, Alaska, kind of, I think would be cool. Honestly, just for the sheer fact of like, it's just like kind of not really talked about. I feel like,
Yeah, it's the forgotten state. I think
yeah. Um,
it sounded a lot like you want New York and then everything that's like just far away.
pretty
All the
much
farthest ones.
in Texas too. I've never been to Texas. I don't know why. Just Texas. I don't know.
It's Texas. I'll tell you that. You know, there's two big towns in it. Maybe three if you count Austin. I guess
Yeah,
you have to. Isn't Austin the capital?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
So yeah, you got Houston, Dallas, and Austin for sure. San Antonio, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'm trying to
yeah, no, I
think.
mean, there's some cool stuff down there. Lots of sports teams.
Yeah. I think that would be, and then I guess Miami would have to be there
Mm-hmm.
just to experience it.
Before it floods.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. That was in no particular order. In no particular order.
Mm-hmm.
But also like I don't know. I wouldn't mind like seeing like obviously Arizona. I want to see like that like kind of like the Phoenix side of that, and then honestly wouldn't mind like going up towards like the mountains. Like I think Colorado would be cool. Also, like
The Rockies.
yeah, the Rockies, like Wyoming, Montana, like that kind of area too. Like just to see like all that stuff.
Well, Wyoming was one of the states we went to on like our west trip when I was a lot younger. From what I remember, maybe it was just the fact that I have one good memory of it. I don't remember, but it was like a very like one of my favorite states. I think that we went through.
Really?
Yeah, Wyoming. I think was very very cool.
Awesome.
I want to go
So,
to Utah for the
oh,
Mormons.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just kidding.
So what about you? In the U.S., what have you seen yet? What have you not seen yet? Sorry, what have you not seen yet that you would like to see in your lifetime? If anything, I guess you could say nothing. If nothing really intrigues you, then that's fine. But
No, there is for sure. Um, I mean, I'll still would since he is still there. I'll say I'll put Seattle on the list. It'd be cool to go
I could have
see.
I could have swore you said Cincinnati for a minute there. I'm sorry. You said I could
I would love to go see downtown Cincinnati. Give me over the Rhine, and I am over the moon.
have. Over the run, over the moon. Shout out Adam. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Um, Seattle
That'd be
would
cool.
be. It'd still be. I want to go see CenturyLink at least. It's a pretty nice stadium.
See the Space Needle.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see what else. I put Vegas on the list.
Ooh.
Be nice to see. Maybe Miami, maybe Orlando, but I'm not huge on Florida. I'm trying to think of things that aren't just soccer stadiums. Because I can list any of those. I think going up like the northern, like little peninsula area, like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, seeing those
Yeah.
things, because those are also I think the forgotten states.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've heard there's good food up there also, so I think that'd be cool.
Mm.
Let's see. What else in the U.S. that I'd like to see? I've been to North and South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. You been to Hawaii?
No, I'll put Hawaii on the list. That'd be nice. Just to
Hawaii
say
is
I've
cool.
been there. Maybe jump in a volcano.
Yeah.
Be kind of fun. I'm sure I would get a lot of great fruity drinks and in Hawaii. So maybe
Oh
there
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because that's my thing.
That could be fun.
Dangerous. Oh, and anywhere. You know what? My honestly, my main travel goal might honestly be I want to find Bigfoot
Ah.
wherever he is. I think there's only one. It's not like there's a whole big feet species. I think there's just one. I want to find him wherever that is. I will be there.
I love your determination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, my U.S. list is a bit compared to everything else that I'd rather see. I think.
Yeah. I think too. I think there's nothing that I would like to see in the U.S. more than what I'd like to see abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, I'd rather visit Italy than see the Eiffel Tower in person. But, like, would I rather,
Well, I mean, isn't the Eiffel Tower in Europe anyway?
correct, but, like, just visiting, like, the area, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's a big part of why I want to see Italy. It's just all of those like the like Tuscany area, like
Yes.
Florence, Venice, all that, Milan.
Yeah. Like,
I want to see that.
I'd rather see that than anything in the U.S., like,
Yeah.
personally. And I would assume, I don't know, I would assume if you're living in, like, let's say you live in Italy or you live in France, like, I wonder if they think, like, we have to go see the U.S. and we have to see.
Well, yeah, I think people look over and they're
I'm
like,
sure they do.
they look at like LA as like I think the pinnacle of civilization. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah, yeah. Which
and then
is
you get
just
over there
not.
and you're like, this is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, right.
Because like all the people that live out in like all the LA influencers and all that stuff, they don't actually live in LA. They live outside of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Because they know it's crap.
It's wild times.
Yeah. I mean, the hills obviously very, very nice. But I think LA has a bit of a little bit overrated to it. Still a cool experience. You can say you've been there. There's cool things in LA still. It's
Yeah,
LA.
that's about all I would want to do. I would definitely wouldn't want to live there or anything, but just to say, hey, I was there. I
Yeah.
got
You
to
can walk
experience
around
it.
the entire city. You can bike around it. I mean, like
Yeah.
you can do a lot of cities, but like it's a night. I mean, it's California. You know, it's not like it's Chicago and it's windy and rainy all day.
Yeah. So I think I want to see the Bean. I want to go to Chicago. I want to see the Bean.
You want to flick it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a top 5 experience in your life, man. That big old metal bean.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the bean's cool. I think it's more of an ironic, cool thing than anything else.
Yeah.
But sometimes those are the best.
Trying to think what else would be like, just like super like low key that I just wouldn't know or that I wouldn't really care about. Well, like the Bean would be one. Like what's something like the Alamo maybe? I don't know.
The Four Corners with Arizona,
That'd
Colorado.
actually be
You know,
cool.
yeah.
That'd actually be cool. Um,
Some underrated U.S. landmarks. What we got?
yeah, Yellowstone.
Over the Rhine.
I
Did you just call Yellowstone underrated?
don't know. Is it? I don't know.
Yellowstone's got to be a top 10.
I mean,
Maybe that's just how I think. I don't know. But it's like it's like the national park, really.
that's true.
Yeah, I would say it's top 10, but that's just my opinion at least.
Yosemite.
I don't know if I'm call it underrated still.
I
I'm
don't know.
killing all the big ones.
I'm just naming them like Mount
Okay.
Rushmore.
I thought we were going like underrated ones. You like to see like the Bean.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the Bean and Yosemite are on the same level.
Correct. No, I know. I
the Bean's
agree.
a little higher.
So would you put? So the Bean would obviously be low key. Would Mount Rushmore? What do you think?
Just because of in the U.S. at least,
Yeah.
like for U.S. people, it's not low key, and maybe even like it's Mount Rushmore. You know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
What about like Washington D.C.? What are your thoughts on that? I think. Do you think? I think I think that's more of a U.S. thing. It's like, hey, like this is actual like national history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one of the guys I work with is currently there this week for a convention in DC, and like I was like, I don't think I have an interest to go see like the area.
I've been there. We took our eighth grade trip there, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool. I think now it'd be a little bit more interesting just because I know a little bit more. But like I've
Yeah,
seen like Jefferson Memorial and like the Washington Monument and like all that with the Lincoln Memorial stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, it's
yeah.
cool. It's filled with history, which is good. But
I put like the Liberty Bell in Philly. I put that there.
yeah, that's true. Um, that's like where all the steps are, where the Rocky Balboa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a low key one for sure. Yeah.
yeah. Um, what do you thoughts on Disneyland? Do you think Disneyland is like a U.S. like it's a national? Because isn't they have like their version of that overseas, correct?
Pretty sure they do. Yeah, they do. There's one in like Paris. I'm pretty sure. There's no
Okay,
way Cali and Florida beat Paris's.
so
There's
I
just
don't
no
know.
way.
Like, would you even call Disneyland like a national like a tour? Well, I guess it definitely is a
I
tourist
was
attraction.
say national, but not global.
Okay,
Maybe that's just my opinion again.
interesting. Amish country. That's got
It's an
that
experience for sure.
that's top five.
It's a hidden gem.
It
I don't
can
know
be.
I don't know if it's underrated really,
Yeah.
but it's definitely a hidden gem, which maybe this is the same definition. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's plenty of places though in the U.S. A lot of little things you can get. There's plenty of little adventures. You never like Caesar's Creek. No one would ever talk about that. That doesn't live in Dayton, Ohio.
it's true.
Like nobody would.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, no, those are good too. I guess like hidden gems like around your area are always
those are the best. Like Honking Hills is to someone that's in Ohio probably a little bit overrated, but that's what we got.
Yeah. No, I agree.
If you had to do any mountain hike in the U.S., what would you do? Do Rockies, Appalachian Mountain, the Appalachian Trail.
Had the opportunity to do the Appalachian Trail, but I'm just not a big like go on a trail and like set up camp and then do it again the next day. I'm not like I'm more of like a
insane.
I'm more of like a one day like we're gonna go and do it in one day and be done. Like that's all.
Yeah,
that's about all I got. But no, I would say I think it had to be the Rockies. Honestly,
I would agree.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I'm just so fascinated. Like I really want to know like like Colorado and like Utah and all that places. Like, is the air quality really just that much better? I always hear about like it's just like a breath of fresh air. It's like I don't know. It just seems like it's like a whole different place over there almost.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd spend enough time over there at all.
So,
but
I don't know. It's just cool to
figure it out.
Like when you're like I think it's Denver, you can just like see like mountains in the background, and then that's just like cool. I don't know, just cool to see.
Even when I was out in Phoenix, like you look around and like there's just mountains all over. Like you just look out and there's a mountain.
Yeah.
No matter where you are, you drive along the highway, there's mountains next to you. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's definitely a change of pace than what we're kind of used to. I mean, we see flat land, but never like mountains or anything. So interesting. Let me see what that was. Was that a fumble Brewski? It was.
How's Seattle doing?
Melvin Gordon just fumbled on the 2-yard line.
There's your update a week later, in case you have Melvin Gordon in your fantasy.
I was just
a reminder that he fumbled for you.
Just interesting to see. Anyhow, yeah. So I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I want to, it'd be nice to experience some of these places, especially with people that also have similar interest in doing so as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Let's get a top 5 goals across the world. Things you need to go. I'll go because I have a few in my mind right now. So 1 is I need to see Stamford Bridge, Chelsea Stadium. I have to see London, I think, pretty much. I have to see Japan. That's number 2. Mostly Tokyo, but I want to go to different parts of Japan. 3, Bigfoot. It's got to be a thing. Got to find it.
I love how that's one of your things.
It'd be so cool, honestly. 4, I need to see a World Cup game. There's the World Cup in the U.S. in 2026. I'm going to do everything I can to be at least one of those games. I don't care if it's even not the U.S., but like I have to see one World Cup game. I don't care who it is. It's got to be nothing to do. But even if I could I wouldn't do the one coming up. Obviously, I can't because it's in like 2 months in November, and it's in Qatar. And there's no way I'm going over there.
Yeah,
too many rules. They're trying to like threaten to kill people.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But maybe like in 2030, wherever that's at. That'd be maybe it's in Europe. I don't know. We'll see. And 5th, maybe I put Italy there.
Yeah.
Go see Rome. Got to go see because Italy I think has that same thing. Because like you're like it's an island practically. Like you're connected a little bit to Europe with the top part, but like the rest of that's just go straight out to you can just coast. All that. I want to see it. There's probably great views.
Yep.
I know there are. It's Italy.
Yep.
And I have to experience a little bit of Assassin's Creed because like the vintage Assassin's Creed games,
Yeah.
like that's where the setting is. Like I need to go obviously like anywhere near the same. That was like
Yes,
1816,
yes,
whatever it was.
dude. Like,
But like, that's like history in my mind. That's like culture to me. It's like I need to go see that and experience it.
would you want to see Cuba?
Maybe. I guess just to,
I've
that's another thing. Just like to say I've done it. It's
yeah,
not something that's near the top of my list or that I've ever given thought about. It's like I don't know if I've given much thought to like Mexico or the Caribbeans. I would put South America above those. I think just partly for soccer again.
mm,
Got to be bit more careful there because soccer is life and death down there.
mm,
So I gotta watch myself. You know.
yeah. I was just curious. I have one of my coworkers is from Miami, and he frequented going to Cuba when he was younger, and he just said like it's just like a whole different like world down there. Like, like all their buildings are like still the same. They don't have any new cars. Like the cars are all like old. It's like a whole different like world. So I don't know. I'm just kind of interested to like see that.
Yeah, I know. Like in the media entertainment world, Logan Paul left LA to go to Puerto Rico,
Yeah,
which I think is outlandish. Maybe is the word to me, or just
I
like
thought that
I
was
don't know, maybe far fetched, something like
I
that. It's
thought
just
that
like a
I thought that was for tax reasons.
really
That's what I've read. I don't know if that's true or not,
maybe
but
definitely could be. I don't know.
it makes sense. I mean,
LA taxes are pretty high,
yeah.
or
So
just California in general.
yeah, Puerto Rico would actually be on my list for sure too. I have a lot of history, family history there. That would be interesting to see.
Really,
Um, yeah, my
I didn't
grand
know that.
my grandma's Puerto Rican. She speaks fluent Spanish.
Let's see.
So yeah, that would be cool. So yeah, definitely Puerto Rico. Spain would be up there for sure. Italy, and then I want to see. I need to before I pass away. I need to see an F1 race in person. I
You know
have
that's
to.
where you're going right away.
I have to.
Okay, so out of all the current tracks, I know the answer now. Monaco is the first one that came to my head,
Yep.
but I assume it's Dubai.
It would definitely be Monaco for sure.
Really?
Do,
Because like with the Tyler and Adam podcast, you were all over Dubai.
yeah, no, you're right. That would be good.
I only thought Monaco just because like I think when I thought of that, I also thought soccer. There's a team in
Yeah, no,
Monaco.
that would be cool. Monaco would
That's
definitely
like
have
a
to be
little
up there.
mix of Italy and France. I think it's how I see it.
Yeah, no, Monaco and Dubai would definitely be up there. I'm trying to think. They had actually just had a race in not Monaco, Monza in Italy.
Hmm.
That was pretty cool. That'd be cool. I'm trying to think where else. Ooh, Austria. I'd love to go to Austria. That'd be
Okay,
cool.
actually, yeah, Austria would be up there for me too.
That
I've
would
read a
be
lot
really
of
cool.
things recently about just like it's like the happiest cities or something like that out
Yeah.
there. Like two of them like are in Austria. Like Zurich, I think maybe is one of them.
Yep.
Maybe Vienna is the other one. But then even the Alps, like I would love to go see the Alps.
Yeah. That would be
That's
sick.
like Switzerland, I guess. But
Yeah.
or maybe I'm thinking of Switzerland. I don't know. I think it's Austria that I'm thinking of though.
So yeah,
Could be Switzerland. It's one of those two.
that would be
Their
up
flags are the
there.
same color.
It's true. I'm trying to think. I think that would be about it. I mean, like Japan would be cool. They race in Japan. That would be cool. Um,
I would do that. I would go to F1 race for Japan.
it's a crazy track too. It's really cool. Um,
Little Tokyo drifting.
yeah. But yeah, I have to see one before I pass. But it's probably gonna end up being one that's in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean that's my best bet for a World Cup.
So
But
we'll see.
because I mean I can't imagine like if they put the World Cup somewhere in Europe, like if they do like a because I think one of the rumors is like a Belgium, Germany, Netherlands trio because they're all like pretty close in location.
Hmm.
Um, so if that ends up being like the next Europe one, I can't imagine how much that would cost me
Yeah.
getting a flight to one of those countries.
Is
Well, actually, it would work out nice because usually you fly into Netherlands, from what I know. Like you fly into Amsterdam. That's like then you go to like your next country from there.
hmm,
So I mean, if the game's in the Netherlands, I'm already there.
hmm,
Drop out, and the game will probably be in Amsterdam at the national arena there.
is
So
that's a great text from Tyler. Um, is I lost my train of thought.
Let's talk about World Cup.
Yes.
Netherlands.
Is the U.S. like in the bids or no? Is that out of the question?
They're already confirmed. It's U.S., Canada, Mexico joints for 2026. We have the majority. Mexico has like 2 stadiums, maybe 3. Canada has 2, I think, and then we have like 6, 7, 8, maybe. I don't know.
So what would be the options? Probably what?
It's already confirmed. FCC's Cincinnati Stadium was in the final list, but didn't make it to the selection. It's all the cities you would guess, like New York, San Francisco, stuff like that. Texas has a couple, maybe one. It's all the big cities. And then Kansas City, Missouri. But their stadium is getting like a whole revamp, apparently. It looks sweet from the plans they showed. So I guess it's fine that we lost to that. But yeah, if it was in Cincinnati, like I would be trying to buy tickets right now.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll see. Because I was thinking like they usually race in the U.S. later in the year, so maybe make a trip out of it. We'll see.
That's every year, right? They have the same thing, same schedule.
Yeah, give or take. Plus, they're adding Las Vegas is going to be brand new next year, brand new track. So
yeah, that's my toughest part of like World Cup. This is every 4 years.
Yeah.
So like, you can if you miss your window, you got to wait 4 more years to even have another chance at it.
Yeah. Interesting. So. Well, that's all I got.
I think that's all I got too. Honestly, we would love to hear your guys' opinions on this. What have you seen? What have you thought of these places that we thought were like, maybe I said that like Mount Rushmore I thought was a little overrated. I want to know if anyone disagrees with me, honestly. I would also like to know if that means you're history buffs or something like that, because I feel like you have to be like a history buff.
Yes.
Be more into that kind of stuff. But yeah, like any thoughts you had about it, we want to hear that. Put them in the comments, text us something. Places you want to see. If you want to be like, like Japan, something I want to go, let's plan a trip. Let's do it.
I mean, we can. Let's set it up.
Yeah. Hypervision goes to Tokyo.
Hypervision goes global.
Well, that's already going to happen one day.
Oh yeah.
Number 1 podcast in the world.
Number 1 podcast, number 1 sports agency, number 1. Yep. We're
everything
going global, and Mike's gonna
the whole 9 yards.
Mike will lead.
I have a question actually.
What's up?
The whole 9 yards. What's that saying?
The whole 9 yards.
Because like if it's a football term, it's 10 yards normally, right? That's standard.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's why I just get like.
My immediate thought went to golf, but why would it be golf?
I don't know either.
Whole 9 yards. I don't know.
Because a hole, I guess. Maybe.
It's gotta be like a metaphor for something else. Like something else was like 9 hole.
It's just not sports.
Yeah, just not. It's not even sport related.
If you know, put that in the comments too.
Yeah.
Let us know what the whole 9 yards means, and I don't want to look it up.
Your predictions for whole 9 yards.
That's all I got. I'm gonna go see if these things fall off the wall while I sleep.
Got it. Yeah, that's all we got. So we will see you guys next week for another episode of the Hypervision Podcast. Again, let us know what you guys thought and give us some predictions. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace. Oh, my bad.
No, all good.
Peace again.